Hey there, gamers. Welcome back to Cryptic Gaming. I hope you guys have been having a wonderful week. So I want to take a moment to go over the patch notes of what is coming down the pipe. So first and foremost, the extension of the week of Season 2 is going to get added to the calendar tonight. The UI for it. So when you come in here to the calendar currently and you look, it shows the ends on the 11th. Well, this is going to continue on until the 21st is where we'll see season 3. So we got to get another week added to this thing from what it's sounding like. So that's what we're looking at here. It'll be a week and a potential weekend added there too. So that's coming down the pipe. That'll be first thing when we log in the morning. So something to keep in mind there on Tuesday morning, not this morning, obviously. Then, of course, they have the fort plunder issue. So for those of you who have been running into this, but like the rest of us, when you're plundering certain forts, and it seems to be the higher paying forts, you usually have a area where they're calling it the breach phase, which is where that weak spot is. It couldn't crack through it, or sometimes the walls would just start to heal, or it would just time out completely. They're supposed to be having that fixed, so it says that they're working on it. It says it's been on a plunder by plunder, player by player basis of this thing messing up, but I myself been taking a lot of videos, and when they fail, send it again. Hopefully that they can find what's going on with it. But this patch is supposed to address a bunch of the issues, and they will continue to investigate any further issues that they have with it. So contracts, if you're using bargain for blood or waiting to do that, it says they fixed an issue where the contract was not automatically added to the journal. I don't think I had that issue, but the contract doesn't sound familiar either. So, we'll just have to wait and see what's going on with that. World events. This is a big one here. So fixed an event where prince and headhunter ships did not spawn when players had a high faction hostility world tier 2. What that's referring to is when you have all those heads on your ship and you're trying to pull in those Lepest prince ships and they never show up. Well, they're supposed to be fixed now. Obviously, there's an issue. They said that there's an issue there. We knew there was an issue because when we went to farm it and then it suddenly became broken. They're going to get that fixed. So there's also an issue where the Shadow Beast was incorrectly shown on the event tooltip to drop the mysterious chest in World Tier 2. So if you've been having issues with that particular event, guys, looks like they're going to get that fixed. So combat, they fixed the issue where the Badar could go underwater in rough seas. I've not used my Badar in a while, but that actually sounds kind of cool. It turned into basically a submarine. But they're going to get that fixed. Apparently there was some kind of visual glitch going on there. Then, of course, Death Tides, they fixed an issue where the players could not rejoin the same session during the grace period. So that's one of the things that used to get me is you'd go in as a crew, and then you would come up, and then when it would start the next mission, right as the mission would start, it would like separate the crew, and you would end up on opposite teams or not even in the same match. So hopefully we're going to see them get that fixed here as well. Seems like they're doing some great strides to get some of these issues fixed here. So stores, they fixed a bunch of items where the reactive and emissive labels were missing. So these are going to be like your Endbringer, Songblade figureheads, later Fortune ornaments, Death Divine Wheel, Nocturne's Grace, and Death Strides bundles in the store. So I don't buy a lot of cosmetics, but if that sounds like something that's familiar to you, definitely make sure you check because it sounds like they're going to be fixing a lot of this stuff. Then they're going to be adding some items to the Vanity Altar. If you don't know what that is, that's where you can go in and you can actually add different emissives and things like that and change it up on certain items as well. So those items are supposed to get updated. It seemed like I had just recently put out a video talking about how we haven't seen a lot of variety of those. So hopefully they're fixing to fix that. So and then text and voice chat. So a big one here. If you've been having issues with text and voice chat, it says they fixed an issue where the voice chat and text chat sanctions prevented players from loading into the game. My guess is if you were banned from being able to speak in game, they were being banned from the game itself. This is what it sounded like. Then there's a new measure in place to reduce advertising spam and text chat. Now, I'll be honest with you guys. I don't use in-game chat like at all. So if we bring this up, how do we bring this up? We could come in here. Here we go. So I've got all this is turned off. I keep all of this disabled so I don't have to worry about it. We use our Discord chat, things like that a lot. That or if I'm playing with someone on the console, I'll just go to console chat depending on what we're doing that day or whatever. But yeah, so that's kind of where I am with it. I don't use in-game chat. I've heard a lot of bad things about this in-game system where basically you get chat banned on just about anything. I've heard people losing their accounts and stuff. when they get fired up in a battle or something, they're maybe bragging a little too hard and actually lose their entire account. So I don't risk it. That's just me. If you're going to be in voice chat and all that kind of stuff, then hey, go for it. If you want to know how to turn that off or on when you're in here, you can come up and you can go into your settings and you can turn this off and on, anything you want to adjust in here. Or you can do it from your settings screen when you go to your non-pause menu. It's not actually pause, as you can see, but it would be basically a pause menu. And you can go to those settings in there as well for your gameplay when you get into chat and things like that. But me personally, I like to keep it off. It just keeps from getting booted. And that's kind of where we're at today. Hopefully we'll be seeing some new items in the store tonight. I'll be bringing that to you. It'll probably be tomorrow, I'm sure. But usually I try to wait up to see what we're getting, but right now everything's been kind of slow, so I'll probably end up sleeping in tonight and then just bringing you a video on if there's anything new in the store tomorrow, guys. But I hope this has helped you out with the patches that are incoming. Some of this stuff I know is, a lot of us have moved past, but there's a lot of players that are just coming into the game, new players that are coming in. So just a quick reminder, guys, Dark Tide Lullaby ends tonight. Unless they do an extension on this thing, it ends tonight. And so go ahead and plan on that. Get your points spent over at Talak Panjara. And for those who are unaware, you will be getting the pass items, premium items if you bought the premium pass, just regular pass items if you didn't. You will be getting those in October. Sounds like it'll be before the 21st. Sound like it was going to be second week of October or the first full week of October we'll actually see coming in. So not this update, probably next when we get those items from what it sounded like in the last patch that they'd give us, guys. So a lot of cool information coming out to us, and just keep the grind up. Hopefully we'll meet on the side of season 3 and we'll all be on the same side. If not, long live the DMC, down with the French. We'll catch you guys later.